everyone, today's video is about when someone threatens Bakugou and you stand up to him. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. You are walking hand in hand with Bakugou through the bustling streets of downtown, enjoying a rare day off from hero duties. The sun was shining brightly overhead, casting a warm glow over the city as you strolled, soaking in each other's company. As you turned a corner, you noticed a group of teenagers loitering by the alleyway. One of them, a boy with a menacing glint in his eye, stepped forward, blocking your path. "Hey, Bakugou," the boy sneered, his voice dripping with malice. "I heard you're the top hero around here, but you know what? I don't think you're all that tough." Bakugou's grip tightened around your hand as he narrowed his eyes at the boy. "What's your problem, punk?" he growled, his voice slow and dangerous. The boy smirked, taking a step closer. "My problem is that you think you can walk around like you own the place." He spat. "Well, let me tell you something. I'm not afraid of you, and if you don't back off, I'll make sure that you regret it." You could feel the tension crackling in the air as Bakugou's temper flared, but before he could react, you stepped forward, placing yourself between him and the boy. "Hey, calm down," you said, your voice steady despite the adrenaline that was coursing through your veins. "There's no need for violence." The boy laughed, a cruel sound that sent shivers down your spine. "What's the matter, sweetheart?" he sneered. "Are you afraid that I'll hurt your precious hero?" Without hesitation, you lifted your chin, defiantly, meeting the boy's gaze head-on. "I'm not afraid of you," you declared, your voice ringing with conviction. "But I won't stand by and let you threaten Bakugou." Bakugou's eyes widened in surprise at your boldness, but there was a hint of admiration in his gaze as he looked down at you. "Damn, you're something else," he muttered under his breath. Before the boy could react, you reached up, cupping Bakugou's face in your hands, and pressed your lips to his in a heated kiss. It was a bold move, but you knew that it was the only way to diffuse the tension and show the boy that you weren't intimidated. For a moment, there was silence as the boy stared at you in shock. Then, without a word, he turned on his heel and fled down the alleyway, disappearing into the crowd. You pulled away from Bakugou then, your heart still pounding in your chest as you looked up at him. His expression was a mixture of surprise and disbelief, but there was a spark of something else in his eyes, a fierce unyielding devotion that made your heart swell with love. "Thank you," he said gruffly, his voice rough with emotion, "for standing up to me." You smiled, reaching out to squeeze his hand. "I always will stand up for you, Katsuki, and I'll always have your back, no matter what." Bakugou's gaze softened as he gazed at you, his usual fiery demeanor giving way to a rare moment of vulnerability. "I really don't deserve you," he admitted, his voice barely above a whisper. You shook your head, refusing to accept his self-desperation. "You're wrong," you said firmly, your voice filled with conviction. "You're the strongest, bravest person I know, and I'm lucky to have you in my life." A small smile tugged at the corners of his lips as he leaned down, pressing his forehead against yours. "I love you," he murmured, his voice raw with emotion. Tears pricked at the corners of your eyes as you wrapped your arms around him, holding him close. "I love you too," you whispered, your heart overflowing with love for the fiery hero who had stolen your heart. As you stood there in the middle of the bustling city, surrounded by the sounds of laughter and chatter, you knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, as long as you had each other, you could face anything together, hand in hand. You continued your stroll through the city, the warmth of the sun on your skin, and the love in your hearts, guiding you forward into the future, ready to take on whatever challenges and adventures awaited. For in each other's arms, you had found a love that was truly explosive, powerful, passionate, and unbreakable. As you walked, the world around you seemed to fade away, leaving just the two of you in your own little bubble of happiness. Baku's hand felt warm and reassuring in yours, his presence grounding you in a way nothing else could. Lost in each other's company, you found yourself wandering back into a nearby park, the vibrant colors of the flowers and the gentle rustle of leaves adding to the serenity of the moment. You settled on a bench, content to simply enjoy each other's presence in a comfortable silence. But as the sun began to dip below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the park, Bakugou turned to you, a mischievous glint in his eye. "Hey, you want a race?" he challenged, a playful smirk on his lips. You laughed, knowing full well that Baku's competitive spirit wouldn't let you refuse. "You're on," you replied, the excitement bubbling in your chest as you jumped up in your feet. With a shared grin, you took off running, the wind whipping through your hair as you raced each other across the park. It was exhilarating, the thrill of the chase fueling your adrenaline as you pushed yourself to go faster, to reach the finish line first. But in the end, it didn't matter who won, because as you collapsed onto the grass, breathless and laughing, you realized that what mattered the most was the journey, the shared moments of joy and laughter that made life worth living. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky above, you leaned into Baku's embrace, feeling the steady rhythm of his heartbeat against your chest. In that moment, surrounded by the beauty of the night and the warmth of his love, you knew that no matter what the future held, as long as you had each other, you could overcome anything. And as you closed your eyes, drifting off to sleep in his arms, you whispered a silent promise to yourself to cherish every moment, to hold on to this love with all your heart, and to never let it go. For in Bakugou, you had found not just a partner, but a soulmate, a love that was truly explosive, but in the best way possible. And you also knew that you were going to stand up for Bakugou in every situation, wrong or right. You were always going to be with him, and you also trusted him to be with you as well. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye!